What's going on, y'all? You're now watching the greatest channel that has ever existed. My name is 𝘰𝘰𝘯𝘵, and I truly appreciate you for being here with me. So, man, you guys are really not feeling zen, even though you are feeling zen, even though my video got like about 500 views in 12 hours, right? So zen is the new hot thing, but there's a lot of distrust in zen. There's a lot of skepticism in zen, and I get it. I've been burned before by rug pulls. I've been burned before by shit coins. And Zen looks like it's a really popular coin that could end up being a terrible coin, end up being a shit coin, right? But in my personal opinion, I do not believe that it's going to crash dramatically like a lot of other trash coins. I think it's very, very similar to Hex, and it's going to have the same dramatic growth as Hex. Maybe not a 10,000x in less than 2 years, but it is going to grow about maybe 100x, 1,000x. And it's not just my opinion. I'm going to try to explain my thought process using facts, using numbers. And I know that as the title says, oh my God, I have a price prediction already. This thing came out like 4 days ago. How the hell can I have a price prediction? This price prediction is based off of Hex, and you'll see how I connect both of them soon. So let's get into the white paper actually and see how exactly it's going to have a lot of growth potential and how the game economics is going to work very, very much in its favor, just like Hex. The first thing that we're going to look at is that doing a claim that is longer than 3 weeks is almost guaranteed to give you a profit right now, okay? For the entire time, maybe doing it for about a day or two, you got profit, maybe you lost $1, you gained $1. In the grand scheme of things, if you do a mint claim and that mint claim is longer than 3 weeks, you're almost guaranteed to make a profit. So if you do a mint claim, you pay the gas fee is about $5, $6. You're almost guaranteed to make about $12 if your mint claim is about 21 days or longer, okay? And the thing with human nature is that if you do something and it gives you a profit, we all want to do that same exact thing over and over and over again. The difference is that the more that you do it, the more people do it, the longer you have to do this mint claim. So right now, it's going to take you about 3 weeks to gain profit. In the future, the more people that join, the more people that do these mint claims, it's going to take about 4 weeks. It's going to take about 10 weeks for you to get the same turn $5 into $12, okay? And that just encourages longer staking, longer holding, and it reduces the supply. Everything that I'm going to talk about here is going to show you how it reduces the public supply of Zen coin, okay? Another thing, the more people join, the better. If you look at the beginning of this equation right here that was written in the white paper, it says log 2. Don't really worry about log 2. Just pretend in your mind that log 2 equals like 2 or 3. It changes based on the x-axis, changes the relation to the log 2 of the y-axis. I think log 2 of 3 is 8. But log 2 of 2 is like 3. It's not a sharp line. It's a parabola that slowly decreases, but whatever, it doesn't matter. We're not going to get into the nitty gritty of math details. The more people join, the higher your reward is going to be. Okay, so if you look at this, the log 2 of CRG is the total number of wallets that are there compared to when you joined. Your rewards is rated to log 2 CRG minus CRU. Now, like I said, don't worry about log 2, what it really means. Think in your mind that log 2 is probably 2 or 3, whatever. CRG equals the global rank, the current number of total wallets that are staking, that are trying to do the mint rewards for Zen. So right now it's at about 800,000, 900,000. And then you subtract that 800,000 minus your own personal rank. One of my first mints that I did, I was ranked about 200,000. So 800,000 minus 200,000 equals 600,000. So you multiply the rest of this equation by 600,000. And that CRU part of the equation, the earlier that you join, the more money that you're going to make. Or the more people that join this mint process, okay, because the CRG only increases as time goes on. The more people that join, the more money that you're personally going to make, if you just think about the math properly. Also, the third aspect, the more people join, the longer the term limit and the more value you can claim if you are patient, okay? So at the equation right here, the maximum mint term limit started off at 100 days. After 5,000 people joined, after 5,000 wallets joined, that term limit turned to this second equation right here. 100 plus log 2 CRG times 15, okay? So that's a confusing equation. Just look at this graph right here. The x-axis says that when it goes from 5,000 to 5,000 to 405,000 wallets or people that join, the maximum free mint term limit increases higher and higher and higher until it gets to about 400, which is at the end of this graph. And in fact, it goes past 400. This 400 is the number of days, okay? So it gives you a longer allowable time that you can do this claim rewards, okay? And the longer that you wait to do the claim rewards, the more Zen tokens that you're going to have and the less Zen tokens that are freely available to the public. The less of something, the higher in demand that it is. Lower supply, higher demand. Number 4, the people that forget to claim their Zen will automatically increase the number of Zen that's available in the public market, okay? So when you try to mint your coins, you have to do a term limit, okay? So you have to say, oh, I'm going to claim my coins in 100 days. Or I'm going to claim my coin in 200 days. Or I'm going to claim my coin in 2 days. If you forget to claim your coins, your value of the Zen rewards that you receive reduces every single day after the first 24 hours, every single day for the next 7 days. So after one day that you forget, your claim reward reduces by 1%. Next day is 3%, next is 8%, next is 17%, all the way to 100% after 7 days if you forget to claim. That's why you have to keep in mind when you decided to do your claim reward and how long of the term limit that you set, okay? So when people forget to do this, because you know we're human beings, we don't pay attention to these things. When people forget to claim their rewards, these rewards are automatically removed from the market. When these coins are removed from the market, it reduces the supply. Lower supply, higher demand. This is going to increase the value of Zen. Number 5, the earlier you stake, aka not sell it, the better your APY. Let's look how they calculate the APY. Annual percentage yield, APY, determines the Zen staking reward calculation. It is non-compounding and is prorated by days. APY starts at 20% on the Genesis, aka the first day that Zen was released, and decreases by 1% every 90 days, okay? Until it reaches 2%. And it's not 1% every 90 days, it's 0.1% every 90 days until it reaches 2%. Okay, so the deal is that if you stake your Zen right now and you hold it for, let's say, a year, you also reduce the amount of Zen that's in the population. And more people are going to want to stake their Zen right now at the beginning than if they want to stake it a year from now. Because a year from now, it might be, instead of the APY being 20%, it's going to be about, I think about 10% or something like that. You can look at the rewards. It's going to be about 10%, 15%. It's going to be less. So people want to stake their rewards right now. As many people as possible are going to stake their rewards right now. And that's going to reduce the supply right now. And let's look how this compares to Hex. Okay, so if we look at the Zen is doing really horrible, right? That's why everyone in the comments is saying that, oh, Zen is going to zero, Zen is going to zero. Yes, Zen is dramatically reducing in value. Zen had a maximum value of 1.4 cents, and now it has a value of 0.00008 cents. So in the past 4 days, Zen has reduced in value by 119 times. So Zen is 119 times worth less than it was 4 days ago, okay? But the difference is, as you can see in this graph, it's starting to level off, okay? We can zoom in today, and it's starting to level off. It's still reducing, but you can see that it's starting to grow mountains, more and more mountains, as you can see. It goes up, and then it goes down, and then it goes up, and then it goes down. So that means it is starting to level off. So even though today it reduced by, like, what was it today? It reduced by about 48% today. The amount of reduction that's going to happen is going to dramatically reduce. The first day it reduced by like maybe 90%. The next day it reduced by 80%. The day after that, it reduced by about 60, 50%. And today is going to reduce by only about 40%. You know, it's going to go up 10% and then go down 10%. And it's just going to stabilize for a long, long time. Now, the reason why it's going to grow dramatically is because of the game theory that I just described to you. All those different dynamics is going to force the price to go up. The difference is that you just have to tell yourself, think in your mind that you need to be patient, okay? So you're not going to get bigger rewards for a very long time. I would say for a couple of months, maybe 5-6 months. I say this based off of how Hex did. Now look at Hex. Hex started off at 5/100ths of a penny. That's what it started off with. Then it crashed dramatically by about 88% to 0.00006 cents or $6, I mean. So crashed 88%, went all the way down. Then it went back up to its original value of 3 zeros and a 5 of a dollar. About 2 months after it came out. Will Zen do the same thing? I don't think Zen is even going to go back up that high, honestly. I think that Zen will go back up to its original value of 1 cent, maybe in 3 months, 4 months. It's going to take a long time. And even looking at Zen, look at Zen. It went back up to its original value after 2 months, but then it crashed even harder 4 months after its release. It crashed 0.00017 of a dollar. Okay. And then this was 4 months after it came out. And then after that, it never went down to that value ever again. So right now, Hex is at about 3 cents. And that ultimate crash, its lowest value, happened in March of 2020. So in about, 20 months, it has grown 1,700x. Even though it's only 3 cents, it has still grown 1,700x. When Hex crashed all the way down to that ultimate low value, it shot up all the way up to 50 cents. It shot up to 50 cents like August, November of 2021. Okay, so let's calculate that. That's an increase of 29,000x. Pretty much is a guesstimation of about 29,000x. Now, are you going to be lucky enough to buy Zen now and then sell it at the highest point, like you could have bought Hex at 0.0000717 cents and then sold it at 50 cents? Probably not. 99% of us are not going to be able to do that. So let's take that in mind. And let's say that Zen doesn't do as good as this. Let's say that Zen's increase from its lowest to its highest is 10 times worse than Hex's. And let's also say that you also aren't lucky enough to get the lowest and you aren't lucky enough to sell at the highest, okay? So that equals in our mind that we're going to get it, our own growth is going to be 10 times worse than the best case scenario of Hex, okay? So that means that we're going to have a value of about 2,900. That means that from our lowest point, Zen is going to grow 2,900 times from our lowest point that we get it to the highest point that we decide to sell it, if you want to sell it, okay? So let's say that right now is not the lowest. Right now, the price of Zen is, let's say that it reduces by another 50% and it goes to 0.00004 cents. Let's say that Zen goes to, half of the value that it is right now. We can multiply it by our worst case scenario growth, right? If you get it right now, we can multiply it by our worst case scenario growth of 2,900x. That gives us a value of about 25 cents or 25x of the maximum value. So that means that if you buy Hex right now at 8 cents, it's going to 50x if you sell it at the best value or around the best value. It's going to grow about 50x in the next year and a half, okay? So buy Hex now, mint Hex now, and then hold it for the next year and a half. I'm telling you this because I thank you, I love you, I appreciate you. Keep in mind, this is just a guesstimation. This is not financial advice. I'm not saying this is going to happen. This is back of the napkin math. This math is very, very loosey-goosey, okay? But it's just based on the most educated guess that we can have right now, 4 days out, okay? I'm telling you this because I thank you, I love you, I appreciate you. Let's get this money. Watch this video.